Have you ever woken up feeling like your legs have lost their strength? That feeling when your legs no longer feel steady as you step out of bed, or each step comes with the worry that someday you may not have the strength to keep walking? If this sounds familiar, then you are not alone. Millions of older adults around the world are facing the same issue, from sudden nighttime leg cramps to gradual muscle weakening in the calves over time. Many people assume that this is just a normal part of aging, but that is not entirely true. There is a silent yet incredibly important factor that is often overlooked: nutrition. In fact, what you put into your body each day can determine whether your legs stay strong or slowly weaken over time. A report from Tufts University pointed out that vitamin and mineral deficiencies are one of the main causes of muscle loss, reduced lower body strength, and increased risk of falls in older adults. The good news is you can absolutely reverse this condition. Yes, you heard that right. There is a way to reverse muscle loss, and it all begins with the simple yet often forgotten nutrients in our daily meals. Today, I will walk you through the top 5 essential vitamins and minerals that can help strengthen your legs, prevent cramps, protect your joints, and maintain long-term mobility as you move through your 50s, 60s, and even 80s. From familiar vitamins like D and B12 to minerals such as magnesium, calcium, and potassium, you will gain a clear understanding of each nutrient's role, signs of deficiency, its effects on nerves, muscles, and bones, and how to supplement them safely and properly for older adults. You may be surprised by the powerful effect of the 5th vitamin. This is something rarely talked about, yet it could be the turning point in overcoming pain, imbalance, and leg weakness as we age. Stay with me until the end of this video, because I promise you will find the answer your legs have been needing. If you have ever experienced nighttime cramps, shaky legs when climbing stairs, or simply fear losing your freedom to move, then this video is for you. Are you ready to take steadier steps? Let us begin with the first nutrient. 1. Vitamin D, the foundation of strong legs. Have you ever felt your legs getting weaker without knowing the reason? Even though you walk daily and eat regularly, standing for long periods now causes fatigue, or climbing stairs has become a real challenge. Sometimes you may even feel off balance just from a misstep. These signs are not just the effects of aging. They may be your body's way of signaling a vitamin D deficiency, one of the most important nutrients for leg health. Vitamin D not only strengthens your bones, but also plays a crucial role in maintaining muscle function and balance. When your body lacks vitamin D, your ability to absorb calcium from food is significantly reduced, causing bones to become weak, brittle, and more prone to fractures. More than that, vitamin D directly affects the neuromuscular system, helping transmit signals from the brain to the muscles. When vitamin D levels are low, fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for helping you regain balance when you trip, begin to weaken. This explains why older adults often fall even from minor stumbles. Prolonged deficiency has also been linked to osteoporosis, muscle loss, cognitive decline, and cardiovascular disease. Unfortunately, the skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight declines with age. On top of that, a lifestyle with little sun exposure, frequent sunscreen use, or living in colder regions can further reduce the body's natural vitamin D production. This is why nearly half of people over 60 have vitamin D levels below the recommended range, according to a report from Tufts University. To improve this condition, the simplest way is to spend 15 to 30 minutes each day in sunlight, allowing the skin on your hands and legs to absorb direct light. However, if your living conditions do not allow for regular sun exposure, you should consider getting vitamin D through food sources. The best options include salmon, mackerel, sardines, egg yolks, sun-dried mushrooms, and fortified products such as milk, plant-based milks, and cereals. Just 100 grams of salmon can provide up to 500 IU of vitamin D, a significant amount for leg health. If you are still unable to get enough vitamin D from food and sunlight, experts recommend that people over 60 should take between 800 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D per day. However, the exact dosage should be discussed with your doctor, especially if you are taking medications or have chronic health conditions. And remember, vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means it is best absorbed when taken with a meal that contains healthy fats. If you have felt your legs growing weaker, less flexible, or lacking confidence with each step, your body may be silently crying out due to a lack of vitamin D. Proper and sufficient supplementation of vitamin D not only helps strengthen bones, but also improves muscle function, reduces the risk of falls, and helps you maintain the freedom to move throughout your senior years. 2. Calcium, the cornerstone of bone and muscle strength. When it comes to bone and joint health, most people immediately think of calcium. But the truth is, calcium plays a much greater role than just building strong bones. It is an essential mineral involved in even the smallest movements of your body, from standing up from a chair to flexing your foot as you walk. If your body lacks calcium, you are not only at risk of osteoporosis, but also muscle cramps, weakness, and poor balance during movement. Calcium is directly involved in muscle contraction. When you lift your foot, stand upright, or climb stairs, your muscles need calcium to make those movements smooth and steady. Without enough calcium, your muscles become slack, lose strength, and are more prone to soreness, especially in the calves and thighs. In addition, calcium helps transmit nerve signals from the brain to the muscles, ensuring that your motor system functions properly. When calcium levels in the blood fall too low, the body starts pulling calcium from the bones to keep vital systems running. Over time, this leads to silent bone weakening that may go unnoticed until a fracture or fall occurs. One concerning fact is that as we age, the natural density of our bones declines, especially in postmenopausal women. The rate of bone loss is faster than the body can rebuild it. If your diet lacks calcium, this process accelerates even more. You may not realize it until a minor fall results in a fractured hip or a collapsed spine. But the impact of calcium deficiency does not stop there. It can also cause symptoms such as tingling in the limbs, muscle aches, heaviness in the legs, and nighttime leg cramps. These seemingly minor signs are actually serious warnings that the body's mineral balance is severely out of sync. To maintain an adequate calcium level, older adults should aim to consume about 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day, depending on age and health condition. Rich natural sources of calcium include milk, cheese, yogurt, dark leafy greens such as spinach and kale, almonds, sesame seeds, and canned fish with soft edible bones like salmon and sardines. If you are lactose intolerant, you can choose plant-based milks or calcium-fortified products. However, there is one important factor that is often overlooked. Your body cannot absorb calcium efficiently without vitamin D. This means that no matter how much calcium you eat, if you are lacking vitamin D, your body will not be able to convert it into benefits for your bones and muscles. Therefore, these two nutrients must be taken together for best results. In addition to nutrition, proper exercise is also key to helping the body absorb calcium more effectively. Weight-bearing activities such as walking, climbing stairs, gentle dancing, or light resistance training help stimulate bone growth, prevent osteoporosis, and keep your legs strong and stable. If you are unable to get enough calcium from food, supplements can be helpful. But keep in mind that too much calcium may lead to kidney stones, bloating, or even calcification of the blood vessels. That is why it is best to consult your doctor before taking high doses, especially if you have kidney or heart conditions. Now, imagine a pair of strong, flexible legs that allow you to comfortably go to the market, take walks with friends, or play with your grandchildren without worrying about falls or pain every time you stand up. All of that can begin with simply getting enough calcium each day. Calcium is not just a bone-building mineral, it is a trusted companion for keeping your legs healthy and strong. 3. Vitamin B12, the silent guardian of nerve and muscle coordination. Have you ever felt like your legs were disconnected from your body? A mild tingling in your calves, a prickling sensation in the soles of your feet, or sometimes a heavy and hard-to-explain feeling whenever you move. These sensations may seem harmless at first, but in reality, they could be signs that your nerves and muscles are lacking a vital nutrient, vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is one of the most essential nutrients for nervous system health and muscle control. It acts like a messenger between your brain and your body, helping movement signals travel quickly and accurately. When you are deficient in B12, your nervous system begins to slow down, making your limbs feel weak, less coordinated, and unable to move with their usual ease. You may find yourself walking more slowly, stumbling more often, or feeling like your muscles are no longer responding the way they used to. What is worrying is that B12 deficiency is very common in older adults. It is not because they do not eat enough, but because their bodies have a harder time absorbing B12 from food as they age. Over time, the stomach produces less acid, and this acid is necessary to release B12 from food. Additionally, medications for stomach issues, diabetes, especially metformin, and long-term alcohol use also reduce the body's ability to absorb B12. B12 deficiency tends to creep in quietly. It often goes unnoticed for months or even years before symptoms become obvious. It may start as mild fatigue, followed by muscle weakness, dizziness, or even memory decline and unsteadiness while walking. If left untreated, prolonged B12 deficiency can cause irreversible nerve damage, leading to total loss of sensation in the legs, burning pain, and loss of control over movement. So how do you know if your body is lacking B12? If you frequently feel numbness in your legs, light burning sensations like pins and needles, instability while walking, or persistent fatigue despite minimal activity, these could all be warning signs. A simple blood test can confirm your body's vitamin B12 level. To safely and effectively supplement B12, it is best to start with food. The best natural sources of B12 include salmon, tuna, eggs, milk, cheese, and lean meats. A 100-gram serving of salmon can provide up to 2.5 micrograms of vitamin B12, which is close to the recommended daily amount. However, if you follow a vegetarian diet or have digestive conditions, food sources may not be enough. In such cases, your doctor may recommend B12 supplements in pill form or even injections if necessary. A common dosage is between 250 to 500 micrograms per day, but the exact amount should be adjusted based on blood test results and guidance from a medical professional. Remember, vitamin B12 cannot be stored in the body for long, so regular intake is necessary. Actively checking and maintaining a healthy B12 level will help you prevent muscle weakness, improve balance while walking, and protect your motor nerves effectively. Once your body receives enough vitamin B12, you will start to notice real changes. Quicker reflexes in your legs, better balance, reduced pain and fatigue, and a boost in confidence with every step you take. This small but powerful nutrient plays a huge role in keeping your legs strong and steady throughout the journey of aging. 4. Magnesium, the muscle relaxer and night cramp reliever. If you have ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by a sharp leg cramp, with your calf muscles seizing up so painfully that you have to jump out of bed, then your body may be crying out for help due to a magnesium deficiency. This is not just a passing discomfort. It is a clear sign that your muscles and nervous system are losing the balance they need to function properly. Magnesium is an extremely important mineral that is involved in more than 300 biochemical reactions in the body. For muscles, magnesium acts as a regulator of contraction and relaxation. If calcium is the trigger that causes muscles to contract, then magnesium is the element that allows those muscles to relax afterward. Without enough magnesium, your muscle fibers cannot fully release after contracting, leading to prolonged tightness, cramps, and stiffness in your movements. A lack of magnesium not only causes nighttime cramps, but also brings fatigue in the legs, muscle weakness, and sometimes a sensation like a mild electric current running through your legs when you walk. This issue is even more common in older adults because, over time, the body absorbs less magnesium from food, while the need for it increases due to stress, use of diuretics or antacids, or excessive consumption of coffee and alcohol. One important but lesser-known fact is that magnesium also supports bone and joint health. When the body lacks magnesium, bones can become more porous because magnesium helps stabilize calcium in the bone matrix. Moreover, magnesium helps maintain joint flexibility and may reduce minor swelling and stiffness around the knees and ankles. So how can you tell if you are lacking magnesium? If you frequently experience unexplained cramps, tingling legs at night, stiff muscles, or unexplained fatigue, your body may be magnesium deficient. A blood test can help check your magnesium level, though it is worth noting that most magnesium in the body is stored in cells and bones, so physical symptoms are equally important. To increase magnesium through diet, choose natural sources such as almonds, pumpkin seeds, cashews, spinach, broccoli, black beans, oats, and dark chocolate. Just a handful of almonds, around 30 grams, provides up to 80 milligrams of magnesium. A cup of cooked spinach offers more than 150 milligrams. These simple foods carry great nutritional value for middle-aged and older adults. If you continue to experience cramps, even with a healthy intake of nuts and vegetables, you may need a magnesium supplement. Among the available forms, magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate are better absorbed and gentler on the digestive system. In contrast, magnesium oxide is less absorbable and may cause bloating or diarrhea if taken in large doses. However, do not rely solely on food or supplements. Staying properly hydrated also plays an essential role. When the body is dehydrated, it loses electrolytes like magnesium and potassium, which makes cramps worse. So remember to drink enough water every day, especially if you are active or live in a hot and humid environment. In addition, chronic stress is a hidden culprit that drains magnesium levels. When you are under stress, your body produces stress hormones, and in response, it uses up large amounts of stored magnesium. This is why people who experience frequent insomnia, anxiety, or caregiving stress often suffer from sore muscles, minor twitching, and reduced mobility in their legs. The good news is, once your body receives enough magnesium, you will feel a noticeable improvement. Fewer cramps, softer and more relaxed muscles, deeper sleep, and stronger, lighter steps. Magnesium is a vital mineral that your body needs every day, and proper supplementation can help you regain flexibility, comfort, and peace in every movement. 5. Potassium, the forgotten electrolyte that keeps your legs steady. When people talk about muscle cramps, leg weakness, or a shaky feeling in the calves, very few think about potassium. But the truth is, potassium is one of the most important electrolytes that helps regulate the balance between muscle contraction and relaxation. You may have heard that potassium helps lower blood pressure, but not many know that potassium deficiency is also a hidden cause of muscle tremors, minor twitching, and nighttime cramps in older adults. Potassium plays a key role in maintaining stable electrical charges between muscle and nerve cells. This is critical for controlling every small movement, lifting your heel, curling your toes, or taking smooth, balanced steps. When potassium levels in the blood drop below normal, nerve signals to the muscles become disrupted, causing them to contract suddenly or fail to contract properly. As a result, your legs may feel weak, your steps may become unsteady, or you may experience persistent fatigue even without much activity. But potassium's benefits do not stop at the muscles. It also helps prevent calcium loss through urine, which in turn protects bone density and supports joint flexibility. If you are low on potassium, calcium is more likely to be excreted, leading to faster bone deterioration, especially dangerous for older adults who are already at high risk for osteoporosis. The challenge is that potassium cannot be produced by the body. It must be obtained through diet. And if your daily meals lack fruits and vegetables, or if you suffer from prolonged diarrhea, excessive sweating, or long-term use of diuretics and blood pressure medication, your potassium levels may decline without you even noticing. How can you tell if you are low on potassium? Symptoms include unexplained fatigue in the limbs, mild muscle tremors, irregular cramps, slight changes in heart rhythm, or a general feeling of restlessness and dizziness after standing for too long. These are signals that your muscles and nervous system are struggling due to potassium deficiency. The most effective first step is to increase potassium intake through food. Potassium-rich foods include bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, spinach, white beans, yogurt, and oranges. A medium-sized banana provides about 400 milligrams of potassium, while a medium sweet potato contains over 500 milligrams. Simply adding a few of these items to your daily meals can help meet your potassium needs without requiring supplements. However, the goal is to maintain a healthy potassium balance, not to consume too much. For people with kidney issues, uncontrolled potassium intake can cause heart rhythm disturbances or even toxicity. If you are taking diuretics, blood pressure medications, or have a history of kidney disease, consult your doctor before using any form of potassium supplement. Also, staying hydrated is essential when it comes to potassium. Dehydration not only causes potassium loss, but also disrupts the entire electrolyte balance, making cramps and fatigue worse. Make sure you drink enough water daily, especially in hot weather or after physical activity. Ensuring your body has enough potassium can lead to noticeable improvements: fewer cramps, no more heaviness in your legs, a lighter and more energized body, and a more stable heartbeat. You will feel the difference in every step, without worrying about numbness in the night or trembling legs on the stairs. Potassium is often overlooked, but it plays a critical role in keeping your legs healthy. By choosing the right foods and maintaining electrolyte balance, you can bring life back into your muscles and continue living an active and independent life every day. Dear friend, if you have followed this far, it shows that you truly care about the health of your legs. Perhaps you have experienced painful nighttime cramps. Perhaps you have felt weakness in each step, tightness in your calves, or a silent fear of falling or losing your balance when you stand. These are not small matters. They are gentle reminders from your body that it is time to pay attention to nutrition and to actively care for and restore what has been quietly depleting inside. You have just explored the 7 most essential vitamins and minerals that help build muscle strength, protect your bones, support nerve communication, and prevent troubling symptoms like cramps, aches, and numbness. From vitamin D, calcium, B12, magnesium, and potassium, to vitamin K and B6, each one plays a unique but deeply connected role in keeping your legs strong, flexible, and steady. The beautiful part is, you do not need to change everything at once. You only need to begin with something small. A morning with a bowl of yogurt, a lunch with a handful of spinach, an afternoon of gentle sunlight on your arms. Each small change will gradually lead to a big improvement in your health. Your legs will thank you. You will feel your steps getting lighter, your sleep more restful, and most importantly, you will regain the freedom to stand, walk, and live independently without fear. And you are not alone. There are many people all around the world who are also seeking to restore their leg health just like you. Please share your story, your experience, or the steps you are taking every day. I am always here to listen, to accompany you, and to support you on this journey. If you found today's sharing helpful, do not forget to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss the next videos. And if you have ever tried any of the nutrients mentioned, leave a comment below. What are you using? What difference have you noticed? Your story might just be the encouragement someone else needs as they struggle through a long night of leg pain. Wishing you good health, peace, and the strength to walk steadily through each day. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.